February 3, 2022, a man was riding his bike along the Mumbai-Ahmedabad highway near Palghar. During his journey, he stopped by the roadside to go to the bathroom and walked into a nearby forest area filled with dense trees. As he moved a little deeper inside, something suddenly caught his attention, and he was left completely shocked. At a distance, he noticed what looked like a human body lying on the ground. At first, it wasn't clear, but it seemed like someone had lost their life there. Panicked, he immediately called the police. Within minutes, the police arrived at the location. As they began inspecting the area, they discovered a horrifying scene: a dead body. It was the body of a woman. However, the condition of the corpse was extremely disturbing. The face was not clearly recognizable, and the body had already started decomposing. Despite the severe state, one thing was certain: it was a female victim. The police were initially confused about the victim's identity, whether she was from Mumbai or Ahmedabad. However, based on the condition of the body, they estimated that the woman was between 20 to 30 years old. To find a lead, they checked missing person complaints in both cities, but nothing matched at first. Since both Mumbai and Ahmedabad are large cities, identifying the victim became even more difficult. Meanwhile, at the Santa Cruz police station in Mumbai, a woman named Catherine had filed a missing complaint about her 28-year-old daughter, Pinky Carroll, a week earlier. Initially, when Catherine tried to file the complaint, the police did not take it seriously. They assumed that since Pinky was an adult, she would return on her own. But in missing person cases, the first 24 hours are considered the golden hours. Eventually, the complaint was registered, but the investigation did not progress properly. Around this same time, on February 3, 2022, the unidentified body was discovered. The police then called Catherine to come and check if the body belonged to her daughter. She arrived at the scene in tears. As soon as she saw the body, she broke down completely. Even though the body was decomposed, there was a tattoo on it, and through that, she was able to identify that it was indeed her daughter, Pinky Carroll. The investigation of the case was taken over by the Palghar police station. Unlike the earlier response at Santa Cruz, the Palghar police began a serious and detailed investigation into Pinky Carroll's life. At home, it was just Pinky and her mother, Catherine. When Pinky was very young, her father had passed away, and Catherine had raised her as a single mother. For both of them, they were each other's entire world. Pinky was well educated, had completed her college, and was working. She took good care of her mother and always informed her before going anywhere. On January 24, 2022, Pinky told her mother that she was going to Malad to visit a hospital for some medical tests and would return soon. Catherine had no idea that this would be the last time she would ever see her daughter. That night, she waited until midnight, but Pinky didn't return home. Then, she received a call from Pinky, who said, "Mom, I'll come back tomorrow. You go to sleep." That was the last time Catherine ever spoke to her daughter. The next day, Pinky still didn't return home. Her phone was switched off, which made Catherine extremely worried. That's when she decided to file a police complaint. After that, everything unfolded as previously described. During the investigation, the police searched Pinky's house. There, they found a letter. In that letter, she had written to a boy, saying that no matter what happens, she would never leave him and would always stay with him. This revealed that Pinky Carroll was in a relationship. The boy's name was Zico. They had been in love for several years. When Pinky's family first found out about their relationship, they didn't accept it. But later, they agreed, considering her happiness. Zico used to visit her house, and Catherine knew him well. However, Zico's family never accepted the relationship, and things remained complicated until the end. When the police began investigating Zico, he initially claimed that they had broken up the previous month. But when the police checked CCTV footage, they discovered something crucial. On January 24, 2022, Pinky was seen going with Zico on his bike. Another boy was also following them on a separate bike. Realizing that he was caught, Zico eventually confessed. He had slowly started avoiding Pinky, which deeply hurt her. During this time, Pinky came to know that Zico had gotten engaged to another girl. Still, Pinky kept asking him to marry her. Meanwhile, Zico was talking normally with his fiancée and had completely lost interest in Pinky. One day, Zico called Pinky and asked her to meet him to discuss their marriage. Trusting him, she informed her mother and went with him. Zico's friend, Devendran, followed them on another bike. Pinky knew Devendran, so she didn't suspect anything. That night, Zico and Pinky sat and talked. Suddenly, an argument broke out between them. In a moment of rage, Zico took out a knife he had hidden and attacked her. His friend also helped him. After committing the crime, they dumped her body inside the forest, switched off her phone, and escaped on another bike. However, the evidence against them was strong. Soon, both Zico and his friend Devendran were arrested by the police. Message: in love, if one person loses interest, it's better to let go and move on. Forcing a relationship or marriage will never lead to a happy life. It's always better to respect each other's feelings and choose peace over pain. The end.